The House will come to order. This morning, the pledge is going to be said by Emma Nasliero, Killian O'Leary, Cora Quick from West Ridge Elementary, Olivia O'Leary, Chris Quick from Quist Middle School in Brighton, Colorado, guests of Representative Titone.
Please join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Randall, please call the roll.
Great job, guys. Okay, who's Emma? Julian? Olivia?
Representative Arndt.
Awesome. Here, let's come up.
Arndt. Baisley. Beckman. Benavides. Benavides.
Just come back over and just sit over. Yeah. Our police officers.
Excused.
Byrd. Bockenfeld. Bockenfeld.
Okay.
Excused.
Representative Bockenfeld is present. Buckner. Quintale.
Harry. And then give it
Caravale.
Marilyn.
Carver. Catlin. Coleman. Cutter. Duran. Escar. Exum. Froelich. Galindo.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Galindo.
Do I have your permission? People had asked me to see Lisa's picture from Lisa's story.
Garnett.
Permission to put that
Absolutely.
on there. Thank you.
Garnett.
He's here, but he stepped out.
Excused.
Geithner. Gonzalez Gutierrez. Gonzalez Gutierrez. Gray. Hanson. Herod. Hooten. Humphrey. Jackson. Marquez Lewis. Kennedy. Kip. Representative Benavides is present. Kraft Tharp. Landgraf. Larson. Lewis. Liston. Lontine. McCluskey. McKean. McLaughlin. Melton. Michael St-Genet. Mollica. Neville. Pelton. Ransom. Rich. Roberts. Sane. Sandridge. Singer. Sirota. Snyder. Soper.
Well, we're doing thirds.
Sullivan. Tipper. Titone. Valdez A. Valdez D.
Good morning, Colorado!
Van Winkle. Weissman. Will. Williams. Wilson. Representative Garnett is present. Wilson.
He's here. He's right there.
Madam Speaker.
With 63 present and 2 excused, we have a quorum. Representative Kipp.
Madam Speaker, it is an honor to serve with you.
It's an honor to serve with you.
I move that the reading of the Journal of Friday, March 22nd, 2019 be dispensed with and approved as corrected by the Chief Clerk.
You have heard the motion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye!
All opposed say no. The motion passes. Announcements and introductions. Representative Herod. I have one announcement. Representative Catlin will substitute for Representative Sane on Energy and Environment today only.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members of the Finance Committee, we will be meeting in 271 today at 1:30 to hear a bill that most people have not heard of, 181. Just kidding, we've all heard of it. So if you would like to come and observe, please do, but Finance Committee, 1:30, 271.
Representative Jackson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Energy and Environment Committee, we will be meeting in our regular room, room 112 at 1:30. We're going to hear 2 bills, one from Representative Roberts, and it's about in-stream flows, and one from Representatives Froelich and Kipp on appliance energy and water efficiency standards. Be there.
Representative Wilson.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Colleagues, it's Monday again, and tomorrow morning we'll be having our Capitol Commission down in the basement. We'll have refreshments and we'll have a Bible study, so we'd like to have you all come there. And Madam Speaker, if I could get the folks' attention, please.
Members, please pay attention.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Many of you, when I did Lisa's story, I told you that I had a picture of Lisa in my desk drawer, and I thought it was this desk drawer, but it was in my roll-top desk at home, so I brought that back. This is Lisa from Lisa's story. So.
Any other announcements? Representative Tatone.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just wanted to point out I have a couple of friends of mine I've been friends with for 25 years. They live up in Brighton, and their little daughter Emma's here, and their friends and their kids. They did the pledge today, so just give them a little round of applause. Thank you.
Any other announcements and introductions? Seeing none, the next order of business is third reading of bills, final passage. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1196.
House Bill 1196, Representatives Gonzalez Gutierrez, also Senator Moreno, concerning student financial assistance for students who are classified as in-state students for tuition purposes.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1196 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1196 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine and members please vote. Buck, Humphrey, Larson, McKean, Ransom. Please close the machine. With 41 aye votes and 24 no votes, House Bill 1196 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 1238.
House Bill 1238 by Representatives Gray and Van Winkle, all Senators Winter and Priola, concerning the authority of the Division of Housing to regulate factory-built structures.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of House Bill 1238 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of House Bill 1238 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Valdez, please close the machine. With 64 aye votes and one no vote, House Bill 1238 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 38. 31.
Senate Bill 31 by Senator Gardner, House Representatives Lantine and Liston, concerning the composition of the Child Welfare Allocations Committee.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 31 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 31 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Sandridge. Please close the machine. With 65 aye votes, Senate Bill 31 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 76.
Senate Bill 76 by Senator Scott, House Representatives Rich and Valdez D, concerning the procurement of consulting engineer services for Department of Transportation construction projects.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 76 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 76 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Please close the machine. With 65 aye votes and no votes, Senate Bill 76 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 88.
Senate Bill 88 by Senator Gardner, also Representatives Tipper and McKean, concerning the adoption of the revised Uniform Unclaimed Property Act.
Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move for the passage of Senate Bill 88 on third reading and final passage.
The question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 88 on third reading and final passage. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote. Please close the machine. With 65 aye votes and no votes, Senate Bill 88 is passed. Co-sponsors. Please close the machine. The next order of business is general order, second reading of bills. Representative Byrd. You have heard the motion. Seeing no objection, Representative Byrd will take the chair.
committee will now come to order. With your unanimous consent, the bills will be read by title unless there is a request for reading a bill at length. Committee amendments will not be read unless requested, as they are printed and in your bill folders. Floor amendments will be shown on the screen and on your iPads and not read unless requested. Bills will be laid over upon motion of the majority leader, and the coat rule is relaxed. Great. Okay. Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to lay over Senate Bill 91 until Thursday, March 28th.
The bill will be laid over at the request of the Majority Leader. Assistant Majority Leader.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to lay over House Bill 1168 until Thursday, March 28th.
The bill will be laid over at the request of the Assistant Majority Leader. Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 19-129.
Senate Bill 129 by Senator Storti, also Representative Froelich, concerning the regulation of online schools.
Representative Froelich.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It is a pleasure to serve with you.
And a pleasure to serve with you.
Members, Senate Bill 129 is an effort to address the concerns of a 2014 General Assembly task force about online schools. We are requesting additional information on what happens to students when they leave an online school. And we are also asking that online schools that reform after shutting down, after having poor reviews, ask for recreditation. So it's a pretty simple bill. I move Senate Bill 129.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 19-129. All in favor, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. No. Senate Bill 19-129 passes. Mr. Randall, please read. Whoops. Oh, Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move to lay over Senate Bill 138 until tomorrow.
The bill will be laid over at the request of Assistant Majority Leader until tomorrow. Is he going to do the next one? Okay. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 19-1219.
House Bill 1219, Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez, concerning modernization of the permanency hearing statutes.
Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It is an honor to serve with you.
And an honor to serve with you.
Members, I'm here on House Bill 1219. This did pass out of, I'm sorry. Madam Chair, I move House Bill 1219. There is no committee report.
Clarify.
Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez, can you clarify? We see a committee report.
I just needed to move. There is a committee report? Apologies, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1219 and the committee report.
Thank you. To the Judiciary Committee report.
Thank you, Madam Chair. This bill passed out of committee unanimously, and the only amendment that we had was a very minor language changes.
Is there any further discussion on House Bill 19-1219? Oh, to the committee report. Seeing none, the question before us is adoption of the Judiciary Committee report. Those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. No. The committee report is adopted. To the bill. Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to remind members this is about children that are involved in the child welfare system. This is regarding permanency. House Bill 1219 is a bill that the Department of Human Services has worked with various stakeholders, and this is recommendations to changes in Title 19. And this resulted in a repeal of a specific section of Title 19 with regards to permanency, replacing with more clear and concise language for permanency, permanent plan, and permanent home, including timeframes that are more clear for when a permanency planning hearing must take place. I ask for an aye vote.
Is there any further discussion on House Bill 19-1219? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of House Bill 19-1219. All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. House Bill 19-1219 passes. Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and it's an honor to serve with you. I move Senate Bill 147, and there was no Rural Affairs and Agriculture Committee report.
Oh, Representative Valdez, one moment, please. Mr. Randall, please first read the title.
Senate Bill 147 by Senators Heisey and Sonnenberg, also Representatives Valdez, D. and Catlin, concerning continuation of the Seed Potato Act in connection with implementing the recommendations contained in the 2018 Census Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and it's an honor to serve with you.
And an honor to serve with you.
We moved Senate Bill 147, and there was no Rural Affairs and Agriculture Committee report.
Is there any further discussion on Senate Bill 19-147? Oh, Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's an honor to serve with you. It really is
an honor to serve with you.
Thank you. Well, this is about potatoes, folks, so, I think we ought to all sit up and pay attention. They're a vital part of our ag industry in the state of Colorado, and particularly in the San Luis Valley. San Luis Valley is famous for potatoes. And this bill is to continue the Seed Potato Act. Without seed potatoes, you don't have potatoes you don't have potato salad, you don't have French fries. This is a good bill. Let's keep this one going. The growers want it, the state needs it. This is a good bill. Vote yes.
Is there any further discussion? Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Members, potatoes are a vital part of Colorado's economy and agriculture. In 2014, the potato industry added just under $600 million to the state economy through a combined business sales output of $1.17 billion and under 4,000 jobs. Every person working directly to the production of Colorado potatoes is vital, essential. And with that, I ask for an aye vote on Senate Bill 147.
Is there any further discussion on Senate Bill 19-147? Seeing none, the question before us is the adoption of Senate Bill 19-147. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Senate Bill 19-147 passes. Oh, Mr. Randall, please read the title of Senate Bill 19-148.
Senate Bill 148 by Senators Heisey and Sonnenberg, also Representatives Valdez, D. and Catlin, concerning the continuation of the Seed Potato Advisory Committee in connection with implementing the recommendations contained in the 2018 Census Report by the Department of Regulatory Agencies.
Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move Senate Bill 148, and there was no Rural Affairs and Agriculture Committee report.
Is there any further discussion? Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. It's still an honor to serve with you.
It is an honor to
Madam
serve with
Chair.
you.
Sorry, I just elevated you to Speaker of the House. I'm sorry about that. This is a bill that will extend the seed potatoes advisory committee on into the future. These are the people that help keep that industry vital. They take care of the business of it. They also do the inspections, and they do all of the things necessary for the Colorado Seed Potato Act. This is a yes vote. I'd ask for that, please.
Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And as my colleague says, hug a farmer. I also ask you to thank a farmer, because wherever you go, farmers are the next generation to keep food on the table. And as Representative Edie mentioned earlier, eating her burrito, to thank you for those potatoes in her burrito. We ask for an aye vote and thank all those on the Colorado Potato Council for moving this bill forward and implementing the Seed Potato Advisory Committee. Ask for an aye vote.
Representative Baisley.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I have a question for the sponsors. Potatoes do not have seeds. How do you explain a bill with a title of potato and seed in the same title? Potatoes do not have seed. I need to explain this to my constituents in Douglas and Teller counties. I ask the sponsors to please explain.
Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First thing you got to do is look for the eyes on it. You just slice those potatoes, you get out, you slice them so there's an eye, so that the sprout and the stem and the roots can come from that, and that's called a seed potato. But you have to have an eye on it, so this is an aye vote.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of Senate Bill 19148. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Senate Bill 19148 passes. Mr. Randall, please read the title of House Bill 19-1232.
House Bill 1232 by Representatives Gonzalez, Gutierrez, and Catlin, also Senators Corum and Rodriguez, concerning the alignment of compliance with the Federal Indian Child Welfare Act.
Yeah.
Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I move House Bill 1232. There is no committee report.
To the bill. Representative Gonzalez Gutierrez.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Representative Catlin and I are here today. This bill passed out of committee unanimously, and this is regarding the Indian Child Welfare Act. It's currently a federal law and also a current Colorado state law. It was put in place because of the disproportionate number of American Indian and Alaska Native children that were removed from their families and placed in non-native homes. The ICWA is in place. It goes by ICWA by short. It's in place to protect Indigenous children and families that may become involved with the child welfare system. Under ICWA, if it is determined a child is an Indian child, there are processes in place in which the tribe is notified and can make determination whether to intervene in the proceedings. Do you want to explain what the bill does?
Representative Catlin.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It's still an honor to serve with you.
And it is still an honor to serve with you.
Thank you. This bill will bring the state of Colorado into compliance with the federal government in relationship to Indian children. We introduced this bill in committee on Ute Day. It was appropriate. It was just the timing, the way it came about. But what this does is it allows the states and it allows the state of Colorado to get identification of Indian children quicker than what we've been doing. And it gets them to their tribe, to their relation, to a home. This is what this is about. It's simply bringing us in compliance with the federal government so that our state government is doing the same thing as the feds. This is a good piece of legislation. It's good for the children, and it will also speed the response for the state of Colorado for non-Indian children. Because when an individual says, I believe I've got Indian descent, then all of these gears start to work. It slows the process down. Once they find out if they have Indian blood, then they go to the tribes. If they don't have, then they come to our child welfare. This will streamline that to where not so many people will have to deal with it. It goes right through child court, and we can get these Indian children some help. I would ask you for a yes vote.
Is there any further discussion? Seeing none, the question before us is the passage of House Bill 19-1232. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no.
Hey.
House Bill 19-1232 passes. Assistant Majority Leader Kennedy.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Nice job today. I move the committee rise and report.
Seeing no objection, the committee will rise and report.
What? I have no idea what you're saying. No, we should grab them. But they have to. The House will come back to order. Mr. Randall, please read the report of the Committee of the Whole.
Madam Speaker, your committee whole big state report has under its consideration following task bills being segregated with the recommendations thereon. House Bill 1219 is amended House Bill 1232 passing or gross plus count of third reading and final passage. Senate Bill 129, Senate Bill 147, and Senate Bill 148 passing or revised place count of third reading and final passage. Senate Bill 138 is laid over until March 26, 2018, retains place on the calendar. House Bill 1168 and Senate Bill 91 are laid over until March 28, 2019, retaining their place on the calendar.
Representative Byrd. You have heard the motion. Mr. Randall, please open the machine, and members, please vote.
Chris, where's he's right there.
Snyder, Soper, Will, Williams, Ransom, Rich, Landgraf, Hooten, Garnett, Coleman, Caraveo, Beckman. Please close the machine. With 51 aye votes and 14 no votes, the report of the Committee of the Whole is passed. Announcements and introductions. I have one. The Senate did not concur in House amendments and has requested a conference committee on Senate Bill 106. The House conferees are Representative Larson, Representative Hooten, and the chair will be Representative Tipper. Representative Kipp.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have some folks from the who run the National Alliance for Mental Illness up in Larimer County here today. If you guys could stand up and wave, we really appreciate all they do to help folks up there.
Representative Buckner.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to acknowledge that Timberline Elementary School, which is in my House district, they were in the balcony and I tried to grab them so I could introduce them, but I want to acknowledge that they were here today, 25 students, and their teacher's name is Emily Jones, and there were 3 chaperones with them. So, welcome, Timberline.
Representative Valdez.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I asked to be excused on Friday and have checked with Majority Leader Garnett and Minority Leader Neville and asked to be excused on Friday, this coming Friday.
Permission is granted.
Thank you.
Representative Liston.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Members, I don't have any economic news. I didn't have a chance to take a look at the economic news, though I know it's decent. But actually, members, I have some even better news, some great news. So I want you all pay attention. This is really good for the country. There was no collusion that was found. So no collusion. Aren't we all happy? The country can move on with our economic business. So no collusion found. Thank you, America.
Representative Melton.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And again, we only get half the story. True, there's no collusion with Russia, but the Mueller report does say that there may have been, what is it?
Obstruction.
Obstruction of justice, thank you. And wow, I even got it from this side too. Thank you for correcting me on that. So yeah, so let's make sure that we read the whole story and hopefully we'll get the whole report publicly and really be able to know what the truth of the matter is.
Are there any other announcements or introductions? Majority Leader Garnett.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I move that the House stand in recess until later today.
Seeing no objection, the House will be in recess till later today.